They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Fields forced out to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Get all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And this will be a Bears first down as they get this up to about the 42. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, it's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Foreman powering ahead. And just a couple of yards there down to the 17.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, Jacobs fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards. Second down, Jacobs once more. Oh, that one well
design as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's O'Connell. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 9. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. DeAndre Carter back deep. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, O'Connell. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Fields. Pass complete to Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 49 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Out to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, O'Connell. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw here, O'Connell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it up, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. On the move to his left. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Cornelius St. Brown, 33 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
So the quarterback some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third, O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
O'Connell from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 15 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
O'Connell's throwing for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For the Chicago Bears.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, O'Connell. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. Inside the 10, and they will score. A pick six for the Bears touchdown. And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing after the interception, O'Connell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Play action. It's Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. That Cornelius St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Quickly a slant to Renfro.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
They'll go for it. O'Connell.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And now here is another interception.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
40 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game.